How's it going, guys? We're back. Welcome to Synthetic Oil Protection. My name's Eben, and today we're working on this 2003 Pontiac Sunfire. This is the manual model, and we're just doing a standard radiator coolant change. We're not even going to do a flush on it because it's been regularly serviced, and all we're going to do is drain her out. So here we go. Here. After that little quarter turn, all you do is just pull this straight out, throw your bucket underneath, catch the coolant, and that's it. Should come straight out. There she is. There she goes. Easy as pie. Alright. I put the little tab back in. Basically all you do is a little quarter turn to the left, and that loosens it, and then you just pull it straight out with a pair of pliers, and it actually takes an American Allen key that goes right in the center of it, and it's a 3/16. So that's the size of the Allen key. When you put it back in, make sure you're very light with it. It's only a quarter turn back to the right to tighten it, and just be easy with that little piece because it can crack. Alright, everything's really straightforward on this. When I drained this radiator, all the coolant came out of the bottle as well, so there's no need to suck any radiator coolant out. Today we're putting in our AMSOIL low toxicity biodegradable coolant. This is good for 5 years, 150,000 miles, and also it's a newer formula that doesn't pit the aluminum blocks on cars. So this won't corrode your aluminum block, it won't get buildup. This is a concentrate, so basically you want to usually run 50-50, and at 50-50 you can see you're good at negative 28 degrees. So out here in Vegas, we're going to run about 30%, so 30% coolant, and then the rest distilled water. You always want to use distilled water so you don't get any contamination or any minerals inside your system. So here we go. We're going to put her in. We're going to go ahead and put in about a quart and a half. And then after that, we're going to put in our Dominator Coolant Boost. Dominator Coolant Boost, what this is this is a additive. And you want to add this every 20 to 30,000 miles. And what it does is it allows the molecules to get closer to the aluminum inside your radiator, and it has a better heat transfer, and that heat transfer allows your car to warm up faster, so you're not on idle up as long, and that also gets you better gas mileage in fleets, and then also it allows your car to run cooler. So you won't really see the thermostat be much cooler, but you'll notice your oil temperatures are cooler, and you'll notice your car just runs stronger because the intake temperatures are a little bit lower. And you'll see right here, lowers temperatures up to 25 degrees. You're going to get the best benefit from this when you're running distilled water and just this if you're racing. However, what the coolant does is it allows your boiling point to be a little bit higher, and it allows you to have the cold weather protection so it doesn't freeze and crack your engine block. So on this little car, this is like a 5-quart system. We're not going to add much at all. We're only going to add about half a bottle, and then that's it. Good to go. And now we do the rest with our distilled water. This is just standard old distilled water you can get at a 99-cent store. Just come right here and fill her the rest of the way up. Closing notes. This system took about 5.5 quarts. I recommend you do this change every 30 to 50,000 miles, depending on your driving conditions. If you're doing a lot of city driving, I recommend much sooner. If you never changed your radiator coolant, I recommend you flush it. And you're going to buy a flush kit, and it's about a 3-step system. Basically, you put distilled water, you drain the system, put distilled water in, put a flush in, you run the car, drive it, drain it, put regular old distilled water in, run it, get the flush out, and then you fill it with your radiator coolant and your distilled water. And that takes quite a bit of time. But if you've already changed your radiator coolant and there's no corrosion in the system, which you shouldn't have, all you do is just change it every 30 to 50,000 miles, you're good. If you do a lot of highway driving, you can easily do 100, 150,000 miles. I always recommend everybody do it sooner, because when you change your radiator coolant, you never get all the old fluid out unless you flush it. And to flush it, it takes about 3 to 4 cycles to really get everything out, and it's very time consuming. So instead of flushing it in one day 3 to 4 times, all you do is just change your radiator coolant every 3 to 5 years, every 30 to 50,000 miles, and you're 100% bulletproof. So we'll see you guys back next time at Synthetic Oil Protection. We'll see you.